now is former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani. And Mr. Mayor, it's always a pleasure to see you. Thank you for being here.
Well, it's a pleasure to be with you, Maria. You're doing a great job of covering this terrible crisis.
Thank you so much. I know that you were in New York this week. You toured New York City, Brooklyn, other areas. What was your assessment?
Well, I spent about 3 or 4 hours in the car yesterday. I drove all through Manhattan, and then I went all the way out to Coney Island, took some pictures, tried to see, are people complying? The answer is, by and large, yes. Are there some people that are not, that are either not wearing masks or too close together? Yes, but it's a minimum. It definitely is a minimum. So if you ask me, is the city prepared? I would say the people of the city are emotionally prepared. I think the president, the governor, and now even the mayor, they've all done a good job of getting the people ready for what is going to be, they say, a terrible, now about a week and a half. It coincides, interestingly, with the Passover, with Good Friday and Easter, all very, very solemn religious holidays. Passover is about the angel of death passing over you, praying for it. I think people are sitting at home praying for that. So I think we're prepared. Are we prepared with supplies, with the number of supplies? Who knows? I mean, remember, before we get too hard on anybody, nobody ever knew that this existed 4 months ago. Right? This is novel coronavirus. Novel means new. It's a totally different strain. It acts differently. But I think we've made a lot of progress medically with it. We have medicines now that at least deal with the symptoms. And some of them have become politicized, which is a shame. It's really just a shame. I think. Well, I
just spoke with Dr. Stephen Hahn, the commissioner of the FDA, and he talked about the vaccine, talked about working with hydroxychloroquine. You think that we should be using hydroxychloroquine?
I think we should let doctors decide whether we should use hydroxychloroquine, not the national bureaucracy. This disease can kill you. And if hydroxychloroquine has side effects, none of which are death, by the way, then those side effects I may want to endure because of the risk of death. And it may be different if I'm 25 or if I'm 75. Those choices should be given to doctors, not to the bureaucrats in Washington who want to go through 3 blind tests. When we finish the 3 blind tests, most of America could be gone. And they sit there in an ivory tower, whereas the guy sitting at Mount Sinai Hospital with the person walking in who's 65 years old with 104 temperature, and I sent one there just the other day, first thing they did before they even talked to him is give him hydroxychloroquine. And it's banned in New York by the governor. Why is the governor banning it? Everything shows that it works. Everything shows that its side effects don't bother you until you take it for a month or two for chronic illness like rheumatoid arthritis or lupus. 5 administrations of it, so far no side effects. And the statistics in France where they've allowed it were exceptionally good. Yeah. There's a dispute as to whether it treats symptoms or cures the disease. But it works.